Hey, everybody in Facebook world and YouTube. I just wanted to jump on here live today to document this moment. Um, Oftentimes we spend so much of our life thinking, if I could only, what if, once I get here, I'll be happy. This is what needs to happen. And I feel like I'm having a moment. And I normally, if you're in my VIP group, you hear me ramble all the time. So you guys are used to this. For those of you on my timeline, just be patient. There's a point. But I got to do a training last night for our big team all across the nation. Like, I'm pretty sure there's over 1,000 of us. And it was on Zoom, and I was training on knowing your core values. And I was convicted because my core values, I love sharing my testimony. I love sharing everything that God has done for me, from saving me from my past and then gifting me with this amazing business and my family, and just everything that he's done for me blows me away. And tell me in the comments, tell me something you're thankful for today, because so often we spend our time wishing for something. And oh, I'm glad you love your earrings. Yay. I'm going to try not to get distracted by the comments, but I do want to read all your comments later. So comment away. Tell me your thoughts. But at our leadership retreat recently, we were challenged to get down to like our 5 words, our core values. And mine are, I want to be inspiring. I want to be approachable, trustworthy, discerning, and generous. These are the things that I want to be, and they're also the things I want to be known for. And when I think of generous, I don't mean just with finances. I mean with knowledge, with information, with honesty, with just stories. When I think of inspiring, I want people to, when I share my story, some of you may not all know, but I actually dropped out of high school when I was 16, got my GED, got into drugs, but then in my early 20s, God saved me, and it's not been a cakewalk ever since, but he has helped me come through so much. And I actually get to share this story. I'm a speaker with Stonecroft Ministries, and I get to travel sometimes and share my whole story at those events. And I'm so blessed that I get to do that. But as I was looking at my core values last night, I thought, I'm kind of private. I have a VIP group with my jewelry business with Park Lane, and there's over 1,000 people in there, and they know all my dirt. I mean, if you want to hear stories, if you want to know when Jamie does something embarrassing, you want to be in my VIP group. When when my kids do something ridiculous, you want to be in my VIP group, because that's like my private space where with like all my best friends, and we talk about jewelry, but we talk about a lot of real life stuff too. But I was convicted because I have so many more friends that don't care about jewelry or aren't in my VIP group that I feel like I wanted to share this with today. So when I think of being inspiring, I want people who feel like they've wandered too far from the Lord to know that it's never too far. He's always there, ready for you, and ready to welcome you back with open arms. When I think about approachable, that's one of the reasons why I'm so open with sharing my story, because I want people to feel comfortable sharing their story with me. When I think about trustworthy, I want people to trust that I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do, or if they're going to tell me something, I'm not going to gossip about them or share it with others. And when I think about discerning, I think about the fact that God has given me a brain, and he, through that discernment, helps guide my path. And it's through that discernment that my kids went to Christian schools, that I started selling jewelry 20 years ago, that I then partnered with Park Lane in 2020. Like the discerning, like that, it helps me find other women that I think would be good at the business that I do. And so those 5 core values are really kind of the filter that I make my decisions through. And if those are my core values, and inspiring is one, and generous with information is one, then I need to stop keeping it all quiet and hidden in my VIP group. So I wanted to come here live today. And it says, I put, when all your dreams come true. Okay, so what are your dreams? I will tell you, since my kids were born, I wanted them to get to go to Christian school all the way through high school. Guess what? My baby just graduated this past weekend. Dylan graduated in 2020, the pandemic year, and then Trendon graduated this past weekend. And that has been my dream since they were itty bitty. And I've been saying it for the last couple weeks. I'm like, I have to come up with a new dream because that's all I have cared about. I know tons of people saved for college, save, they've got their kids' futures planned into their 30s. Since I think because of my past, because I dropped out of high school and got into such trouble in my teen years, I have been laser focused on getting my kids through high school with no drug addictions, no pregnancies, and I have met that goal. And I'm so thankful that God made this possible. I can remember back, gosh, when they were first born, or when we were looking into preschools for Dylan. We sent him to a little Christian preschool that was really close to our house. And then later he got to go to Holy Cross for, what do you call that? Middle school, elementary school. They got to go to Holy Cross, kindergarten through 8th grade. And he thought that Christian education was too expensive and not practical because he went to high school and he came out okay. And lots of people go to public high school and come out okay. And that's totally fine. I have nothing bad to say about public high school. But because of my experience, when I left private school and switched to public high school, it was always my desire for my kids to be able to go to private school through high school. And it just happened. I just watched Trendon walk the stage and I got to talk to all of his teachers that love him so much. And I'm just so blessed. I was doing my devotion time this morning and I was journaling and I was even talking to my journal. Like I'm having discussions with myself, like, what's my new dream? And I'm just so incredibly thankful. And I wanted to document this moment. I had a memory come up on my, how Facebook shows you your memories. I had a memory come up the other day from when we paid off our last house. I think it was 6 years ago. And I had gone live that day. And I'm so thankful that I did that because there are milestones in your life and you should take time to appreciate those milestones. And mine are not normally this significant. I should take time to do this more often. I should take time to look at what's happening around and the things that I'm thankful for and document them. So oftentimes on social media, we see people complaining about things and just being negative or hateful. And I don't ever want my space to be that way. So you guys can take all my rambling for whatever it's worth. You can be like, that Carolyn girl's crazy. I don't even know what she's talking about. That's fine. But for any of you out there that this helps or encourages, I wanted to put it out there for you because God took my dream that I thought was impossible, getting my kids through private school, and he made it a reality. I was actually sitting there at the, commencement ceremony. And when it was all over, I even got to look up to heaven to Mike and because he said this was impossible. And I got to say, look, we did it. I did it. And I don't know if people from heaven can see you. They're probably so busy in paradise. They don't care what's going on down here. But just in case he could, I had to get in one last told you so. And the fact that I was able to do it with a jewelry business, that just makes my heart so happy. I got to live life on my terms, fish with Trendon whenever I had the possibility. And, you guys want to know what he said to me a while back? He said we should sell our fishing boat because he thinks he's going to be working so much we're not going to have time to use it. Do you have any idea how many hours we have spent on that fishing boat since we bought it three years ago, maybe? I'm not selling the fishing boat. Don't call me. I'm not selling it. because yeah, he's going to want to still use it. But now he's 18 and now his truck is running again and he's going to be able to pull the boat on his own. I am going to have to cut the cord and let him take the boat out on his own because he doesn't need his mommy with him all the time. But I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of Dylan. Dylan, my oldest, he's a welder. He bought his first house last in the fall, and he turns 21 on Saturday. So I have 2 grown children, and now I'm like, what is my next goal? What is my next dream? I thought maybe it was to buy a lake house, but then Trendon said, sell the boat. And I'm like, well, I'm not buying a lake house if you don't want to go to the lake house. Oh, Melissa, thank you. You're so nice. But I will come up with one because if you're a Dave Ramsey follower, I can't even say I'm a Dave Ramsey follower because I don't take the time to listen to podcasts most of the time. But I did go through his financial peace class after Mike passed away in 2010. And because of Dave Ramsey, I was able to pay off that house and my cars. And then after Jamie and I got married, we buckled down and we paid off that house. And hopefully we're going to pay off this house pretty soon. I love the whole idea of being debt-free and helping other people do that same thing. So if you are watching and you've got little babies and your dream or young children and your dream is for them to go to a Christian high school, I started saving when they were 5 and 8 years old for them to be able to go to Trinity Academy. And it was through that savings. It was also through God's provision because Trinity offers financial scholarships. So certain years we got a little bit of a discount on the tuition, which helped a lot. And I don't know, if you add something new to your life, whether it's a side hustle, a second job, or you cut out Starbucks. I've never been a Starbucks person, but I know some people spend like $5 to $10 a day on Starbucks. But doing something small like that and starting to save in an account, whether it's a Roth for your retirement or a educational IRA for your kids, or whatever it is, making little changes early on can make a big difference later on. So, and that's where I am. I have a graduate who's 18. I have one who's already moved out living on his own and he's about to turn 21. Oh, and great news, he's about to be drinking age and he doesn't drink because he's so into health and fitness that he doesn't drink. So just blessings. And I just wanted to take this moment and enjoy it and let you know that you may be going through a trial right now. Trust me, tomorrow I may be going through a trial. We've had car issue after car issue. We've had so many different things this year. It felt like we were never going to see the ray of sun again. And now I'm here, I'm on this mountaintop. I'm going to soak it up and I'm going to praise Jesus for all he's done. That way, the next time I'm in the valley, I can remember this moment. But if you're in a valley, know your mountaintop is coming. And if there's anything that I can do to help you, if you ever have questions about Dave Ramsey's getting out of, not Dave Ramsey's, Dave Ramsey getting out of debt, I'm no expert, but I know the cliff notes. I know the basic principles. If you're curious about direct sales, even if it's not Park Lane, I know a lot about a lot of different companies because I have researched a lot of them. I have girls on my team. I have leaders on my team that were leaders in other companies and either their company folded or changed their compensation plan or whatever, and now they're in Park Lane. So I know a lot about a lot of companies. I'd be happy to help you compare apples to apples. Or if you want to talk about maybe you or someone you know has an problem with substance abuse. I also love Celebrate Recovery. I know multiple churches that have Celebrate Recovery. I'd be happy to talk to you about that. Like I said, I want to be generous with the information and the knowledge that I have, whether it's money, spiritual, personal, relational. That's it. because I got to find a new dream. I got to find a new goal. And helping, I know one of my goals already is helping other women achieve success. And I get to do that every day with my team in Park Lane. But I just thought I'd throw it out there for all of you too. So have a great Tuesday. And who knows? You watching me in my VIP group, you'll probably see me tomorrow. But those of you on my timeline, who knows? You might start seeing me more often because I want to start being more real in the real world. So talk to you guys later. Bye.